The sea and it's windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys, when the wind blows, we're all together, boys, blow you in westerly, blow you in the nose. Jolly southwester, boys, steady she goes. Up jumps the eel with his slippery tail, climbs up aloft and he reaches the topsail, and it's windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys, when the wind blows, we're all together, boys, blow you in westerly, blow you in slow. Jolly southwester, boys, steady she goes. Up jumps the shark with his 9 rows of teeth. Say you eat the dough, boys, and I'll eat the beef, and it's windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys, when the wind blows, we're all together, boys, blow you in westerly, blow you in slow. Jolly southwester, boys, steady she goes. Up jumps the whale, the largest of all. If you want some wind, boy, I'll lay you a squall. And it's windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys, when the wind blows, we're all together, boys, blow you in westerly, blow you in slow. Jolly southwester, boys, steady she goes. Windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys, when the wind blows, we're all together, boys, blow you winds westerly, blow you winds blow. Jolly southwester, boys, steady she goes.
Bosun!
Yeah, Captain! How are we, riders?
All hands on deck, Bosun! Move it! Move it!
Hey, lads! Like you mean it! Taking the topsail! At the sound of the captain's whistle! No! Below you, good souls!
Bosun! Where's the captain?
For God's sake, get below! Where's the captain, bosun? Didn't you hear? We're working! Get to your cabins! We'll go down sooner, no thanks to you!
All right, my good man, calm down!
I will when the ocean does! Move! What do these raging seas care about a king? Out of our way! Get your cabin and shut your mouth and get below!
Fellow, let me remind you whom you have on board!
Me what I love more than myself! You're an advisor! Why don't you advise the weather to calm down? And we'll not pull another rope! If you can't, get in your cabin! Give thanks you've lived this long and get ready for what's next! Like you mean it, lads! Out of our way, I say!
Oh, I like this fellow! He doesn't seem to me like the drowning type! Whoa!
Down the topmast! Ready! Lower! Lower! Open waters ahead! Bring her about! What are you doing here? Want us to stop work and go to the bottom? Want to sink us all? Go hang, dog! Hang, you bag of scum! We're less afraid of drowning than you are! Bring her about! About! 2 points leeward! Lay her off!
No use! Pray for your souls! Pray for your souls! No use! The king and the prince are at their prayers. Let's be with them. We're in this together.
Cheated on our lives by drunkards and this rascal with his big mouth.
Mercy on us!
The hell with it all! Let's go down with the king!
I would give 1,000 miles of sea this minute for 1 acre of barren ground, a patch of scrub, a withered bush, anything. Thy will be done, O Lord. Only I would much prefer a dry death.
this roar, calm them. But the sky looks as though it would pour down stinking tar. If the waves did not mount to the bulging clouds and dash the lightning out. Oh, I have suffered with those that I saw suffer. A lovely vessel, which surely had some noble creatures in her, dashed all to pieces. Those poor souls that perished.
Calm now. No more astonishment. Tell your grieving heart there's no harm
But
done.
those poor people.
No harm. All I have done for love of you. You, my dear one. You, my daughter, who know nothing of my past, or what you are, or that I am not the person you think I am. Merely your mother Prospero, master of this drab little hovel and nothing more.
It never entered my mind there was more to know.
There is. Much more. And the time has come when you must hear it. Come, pluck my robe of power from me. There. So, lie there, my magic. Come, sit. Compose yourself. Good. Now, this frightening spectacle, this shipwreck that froze your heart and brought tears to your eyes, all this was so conceived and staged by me. So carefully managed that though you heard screams of terror, saw a ship sink, not a single life was lost. Not a hair disturbed on any creature aboard the vessel. Now, can you remember a time before we came to live in this little hut? I do not think you can, for then you were barely 3 years old.
No, lady, I can.
Oh, but what sticks in your memory? Another home? Some image? Some person? Tell me.
It's far off. It's more like a dream than a memory that I can be sure of. Did I not have 4 or 5 women who used to care for me?
You did?
Yeah.
And more. 12 years ago, Miranda. 12 years ago, your mother was Duke of Milan and a powerful prince.
Are you not my mother?
Your father, God rest him, left me his title. And I, your mother, was Duke of Milan, and you, my only child, a true-born princess.
Oh, heavens! Then what happened? Were we betrayed? Is that how we came here, or is it a blessing that we did?
Both. Both, my girl. Betrayed, as you say, and heaved out of Milan, but brought here by blessed good fortune. My sister, your aunt, her name is Antonia. Whatever you do, never forget that a sister can be so two-faced. My own sister, someone I loved more than anyone else in the world. After you. Someone to whom I turned over all my powers as Duke. You see, at that time, among the principalities, Milan was the foremost, and I, Prospero, was preeminent. Well respected, far above my peers in learning, my whole being devoted to research. I grew out of touch with affairs of state, so wrapped up in my occult studies, so immersed in them. And as for governing, well, I left that to my sister, your aunt, that traitor. Your mind is elsewhere.
No, not at all.
Well, once she had mastered the art of granting favors, how to withhold them, whom to promote and whom to demote if they got above themselves, she molded those who had once been loyal to me into puppets made loyal to her, or replaced them, or gave them over to other duties. She had the power to make all hearts beat to the tune that pleased her ear, till she became the ivy that hid my princely trunk, sucking the green life out of it. Are you listening?
Yes, to every word.
Me. So, there I was, in my solitary room, delving ever deeper into my studies, making discoveries no one else understood. And like a good parent, I trusted her. And that trust opened the way for her great betrayal. You see, all this time Antonia was enriching herself, not only with what flowed to her by virtue of her title, but by whatever else she could extract in my name. Until the time came when she actually believed that it was she, and not I, who was Duke of Milan with absolute power. Are you listening?
Yes! Your tale would cure deafness.
So now my sister thinks me unfit to govern, not worldly enough. So she goes in secret, so parched was she in her thirst for power, to the King of Naples. She promises Naples annual tribute. For the first time in our history. Oh, poor Milan, she bends the knee of our state in a most disgraceful grovelling.
Oh, heavens!
But now the terms of the agreement. The King of Naples listens to what my sister seeks of him, which is that he should quickly move to uproot me with all that is rightfully mine, and hand over our beautiful city of Milan, the title of Duke, the right to govern everything, to my sister. In return, she is to swear loyalty to him and pay him who knows how much in tribute. Done. Agreed. An army of traitors is raised, and on a midnight chosen for the purpose, Antonia opens the gates of the city. Then in the dead of darkness, some hired thug snatched me and your crying self out of there.
But why did they not do away with us that very night?
My dear, they dare not. So deep was the love my people bore me. In short, they hurried us on board a ship, launched us on the sea, and left us to cry at the waves that roared back at us. Come, sit. You were no trouble to me then. You smiled. You were utterly fearless. And you roused in me a resolve to bear up against whatever was to come.
How did we reach the shore?
By blessed good fortune. We had some food and some fresh water that a noble citizen of Naples, out of the goodness of his heart, left for us. His name was Gonzalo. He was charged with executing the plan, but he packed fine garments, linens, provisions, and other necessities for us. So thoughtful and decent was he that, knowing I loved my books, he supplied me from my own library with volumes which I prize above my dukedom.
If only I could meet Gonzalo someday. Now, lady, if you please, the reason for creating this sea storm?
I will tell you this much. By a most strange circumstance, Lady Luck, who is now my good friend, has steered my enemies to this shore. I must seize the chance they offer, or stay marooned here forever. But enough. No more questions. You are inclined to sleep. You feel drowsy. That's good. Give in to it. I know you cannot resist. Come here, my servant. Come. I dreamed a dream the other night. Lowlands, lowlands away beyond. Nearer. She came. I am ready now. All in white. Lowlands away. Nearer, my love came in my sleep. Lowlands, lowlands away beyond. Her cheeks were wet, her eyes did. Lowlands away. Hail to you, great master, grave lady, hail! I come to perform whatever your heart desires, be it to fly, to swim, to dive into fire, to ride upon the twisting clouds, task Ariel and all her powers with your stern command. Spirit, have you created the Tempest exactly as I conceived it? No mistakes. To the last detail. I boarded the King of Naples' ship. One moment, On the prow, next the midships, next on the deck. Sometimes I'd split myself in pieces and burn in many places. The topmast, the yard arm, the bowsprit, everywhere a separate flame. Then I'd gather myself again into one single roaring blaze.
Ah, my trusty spirit! Who was so brave, so resolute that he could bear up against the pandemonium?
Not a soul. They felt their senses reel. They twitched and jerked their limbs in panic. All except the crew plunged in the foaming brine abandoned ship, which by then was ablaze from stem to stern with me. The king's son, Ferdinand, his hair standing on end, more like stalks than hair, was the first to jump, screaming, "Hell is empty! All the devils are here!"
Ah, my tricksy spirit! And was this near the shore?
Close by, my master.
But are they safe, Ariel?
Not a hair out of place, not a stain on their garments, which are all intact and fresher than before. And, as instructed, I dispersed them about the island. Some here, some there. The king's son, Ferdinand, I brought him alone to shore all by himself. I left him cooling the air with sighs in a remote inlet. He sits there now, his arms in this sad knot.
And the crew of the king's ship and the rest of the fleet, how did you arrange that?
The king's ship is safely moored in a deep bay. She's hidden there. All her crew stowed below hatches, asleep under a spell.
Ariel, you have performed your duties perfectly. But there is much still to do. What time of day is it?
Past noon?
By at least 2 hours. Every minute between now and 6 must be spent most carefully by us both.
More drudgery! Since you heap all this work on me, let me remind you what you have promised. So far, I have not received from you.
What's this? Moody. But what is it you can demand?
My liberty.
Before the time is up? No more.
If it pleases you, consider this. I have done you worthy service, told you no lies, made no mistakes, served without grudge or grumblings. In recompense for which, you promised to let me go a full year early.
Have you forgotten what a torment I freed you from?
No, my lady.
You do? You think it a hardship to tread upon the ooze of the salt sea, to run upon the sharp north wind, to toil for me in the veins of the earth when it is baked with frost?
I do not, my lady!
You lie, malignant thing!
Oh.
Have you forgotten that foul witch Sycorax, bent into a hoop with age and envy? Have you forgotten her?
No, my lady!
This blue-eyed hag. Here they brought her, and here the sailors left her. You, my slave, as you told me yourself, were then her servant. But being by nature a spirit too delicate to carry out her brutish commands, you refused. Beside herself with rage, Sycorax conjured up a spell that caged you in a split pine tree, where you stayed, imprisoned, in agony, 12 years. Meanwhile, Sycorax died and left you there. At this time, this island composed not a single human shape except that thing she spawned here.
Yes, Caliban, her creation.
He, that Caliban whom I now keep to serve me. You know best what a torment I freed you from. It was a torment fit for the damned, which Sycorax could not undo. It was my power, when I arrived and heard your cries, that opened up the pine tree and let you out.
I thank you, master.
Any more complaints, and I will tear open an oak tree and wedge you in its gnarled entrails so you have howled away 12 winters.
Pardon, master. I will obey instantly and do my spiriting without a murmur.
Do so. And after 2 days I will discharge you.
Oh, I thank you, master. What shall I do? Say the a word! What shall I do?
Go disguise yourself as a sea nymph, but invisible to everyone except yourself and me. I want no one to see you. In this shape, come back here. Go, to work, off with you. Wake up, my dear. Wake up. You have slept well. Wake up.
What a strange story. I couldn't keep my eyes open.
Shake off your drowsiness. We will call for Caliban, my slave. Never a kind answer do we get from him.
That loathsome creature. I can't bear to look at him.
Well, all the same, we cannot do without him. He fetches our wood, builds our fire, makes himself useful in all kinds of ways. Oh, there, slave! Caliban, you clod, speak! Come out here, I say. I have more work for you. Come on, you tortoise. What are you waiting for? You beautiful thing. So, Ted, clever little Ariel. A word in your ear.
It shall be done, my master.
You poisonous slave, come out here! Go get a crop of blisters from a southwest wind. I have to eat my dinner. This island's mine. From Sycorax, my mother, and you took it from me. When you first came here, you stroked me and made much of me. You'd give me water with berries and teach me how to name the bigger and the lesser light that burned by day and night. And I loved you then. I showed you all the secrets of the isle, the fresh springs, the brine pits, the barren places, the fertile ones. Damned fool was I to do so. All the spells of Sycorax, toads, beetles, bats, alight on you. I am all the subjects that you have. I, who once was king, governed myself. And here I am, crammed into this hard rock, while you keep from me the rest of the island. But this, be sure you shall have cramps tonight. Stabbing pains that will make you gasp for breath. Hedgehogs creeping out in the dead of night will go to work on you. You will be punctured. Thick as honeycomb, each prick more agonizing than a bee's sting. I treated you, filth that you are, with compassion. Lodged you in my own quarters, until you sought to violate the honor of my child. If only I'd succeeded. You stopped me, else I'd have peopled this isle with Caliban.
You disgusting slave! I pitied you. I took pains to give you language. When you did not know, you savage, how to express your thoughts, I showed you a way to make yourself understood.
You taught me language, and my profit from it is I know how to curse. The Red Plague rid you for learning me your language. Get out! Misbegotten witch's brat. Go fetch us fuel, and after that be on your toes or you will be sorry. I have other business for you, move! Shrug your shoulders, you piece of spite. If you defy me, or drag your feet when I give you orders, I will torture you with cramps. Make you howl till wild beasts tremble at your din. Please, no! I must obey! So, slave, on your way!
That music? Where does it come from? Sitting on the shore, weeping once more over the king my father's drowning. The melody crept past me on the waters, soothing both their fury and my grief. I followed it from there, or rather it drew me along, but now it is gone.
Full fathom 5, your father lies, his bones are coral made.
No, there it is again.
Those are pearls that were his eyes, nothing of him doth fade. Yet it suffers a sea change into something rich and strange. Sea nymphs hourly ring his knell. Ding dong,
Yes, I hear them now.
ding dong bell.
Oh, that voice! It is not human. Oh, my drowned father, it is a song about you. Where? Above me now.
Those fringed curtains over your eyes. Lift them and tell me, what do you see over there?
What is that? Is that a spirit? Oh, Lord, how it looks around. Oh, believe me, Mother, it has a handsome shape, but it is a spirit.
No, young lady. It eats and sleeps and has all the senses we have, exactly fine. This upstanding fellow was in the shipwreck, and though he is somewhat stained with grief, which does spoil a person's looks, you might say he is a goodly figure of a man.
I would call him a being from another realm. A god? For I never saw anything in the world so noble.
It's working, I see. It's my deepest desire prompts it.
Beyond a doubt, the divinity for whom those melodies are played. Answer my prayer and tell me. Is this island your home? And if it is, advise me how best to conduct myself. But first, answer this, though this is my most urgent question. Oh wonder, are you free, a maiden, or not?
Not a wonder, sir, but certainly a maiden.
She understands me. Heavens, I rank highest amongst those who speak this language. If only I were where it is spoken.
How highest? If the king of Naples heard you, what would you be?
What I am now. A single thing? Amazed to hear you speak of Naples. But the king does hear me. That he does, I weep, because I am that king, who saw with mine own eyes the old king, my father shipwrecked.
Oh, Lord mercy.
Yes, 'tis true, his entire court with him.
From the first moment their eyes have never left each other's gaze. Delicate Ariel, I will set you free for this. A moment, sir. I think you have no right to that title you claimed just now. A word.
Why does my mother speak so unkindly? You know this second man that I ever saw. And it's the first I ever sighed for. Oh, pity moved my mother to look kindly on him. I do.
If you are a virgin,
Yes.
affection's still unspoken for.
Yes.
I'll make you queen of Naples.
Not so fast, sir. One word more. Each is captive to the other. But I must make this swift business more difficult. Easy come, easy go. The same is true in love as well. One word more, sir, I insist. You have no right to that title you claimed just now. You have insinuated yourself on this island as an impostor to steal it from its rightful lord, myself.
No, upon my honor.
Just look at him. Nothing bad could dwell in such a temple. If the bad spirit has so beautiful a house, then good things will strive to join it there.
Come, follow me. Do not speak for him. He is a traitor. Come, I will manacle your neck and feet together. Follow me.
No! Treat me that way and I will fight. Fight until my enemy proves the stronger.
But Mother, please, please don't quarrel with him. He means no harm. He's from a good family.
What, is my foot wiser than my head? Sheathe your sword, traitor. Stand down.
Mother, please, please.
Let go of me. Stand back.
Pity him. He will be good, I promise.
Silence. One word more and I will have to scold you. But siding with an imposter. Hush. Oh, you think there are no more beings shaped like him, having seen only him and Caliban. Foolish girl, compared to most other men, this is a Caliban. They to him are angels.
Well then my affections are exceedingly humble. I have no ambition to see a better man.
Obey. Feel the strength draining from your limbs. They are as soft as a newborn's now.
So they are. My power of movement is all bound up, as if within a dream. Oh, my lost father. The weakness I feel, the threats of this woman who holds me captive. None of it matters one jot, as long as I may spy this lady once a day from my prison bars.
It works. Come. You have done well, fine Ariel. Follow me. Listen. I have more work for you to do. You shall be free as mountain winds, but only if you do my work according to the last detail.
To the syllable.
Take heart. My mother's nature is more kindly than appears from her words. What came from her just now is most unlike her.
Come. Follow. And you. Not a word for him.
Rest here, my lord. Compose yourself. We are all safe and will protect you.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you hear that?
Only the king and Lord Gonzalo talking.
No, a sound like, I cannot tell what it was like. A voice, but not made of breath.
It was a storm-staying sigh, Antonia, nothing more.
If you please, your majesty, be of good cheer. You have reason, we all do, to celebrate. Our ship went down, and we survived. What better outcome could there be? Think of that miracle. I mean, our survival. Few out of millions can say what we can. Your wisest course is to weigh our sorrow against our good fortune.
Please. Please, no more.
To the king, good fortune tastes like cold porridge.
Ah, but his grief counsellor will not let him off so easily.
Look, he's winding up the watch of his wits. By and by it will strike.
Sir!
1.
Counting?
If you take every sad thought to heart, your only reward will be...
A heart attack.
You took it more literally than I intended. I meant to say heartache, which profits no one, and therefore, my lord...
Spare me! Please!
Well, I have done. On the other hand...
He is not done talking.
This island, although it appears to be a desert, uninhabitable, almost inaccessible. Yet,
Right on cue.
here, the air breathes upon us most sweetly.
As if it had lungs and rotten ones.
Or as if perfumed by a bomb.
Here, everything seems advantageous to life.
True. Except the means to live.
Of that there is none, or little.
How lush and lusty the grass looks. How green.
As a matter of fact, the ground is a dingy brown.
Yes, with a hint of green in it.
He doesn't miss much.
No! He simply misses the entire point of our situation.
And the peculiarity of it all is, and this really is beyond belief, that our garments are as fresh now as when we first put them on in Africa at the marriage of the king's daughter Clarabelle to the king of Tunis.
It was a delightful wedding, and we have truly prospered on our journey home.
Oh, Tunis was never before graced by such a paragon as their new queen, not since Helen of Troy.
Did Helen come to Tunis? I shall have to look that up.
No, he means Clarabelle is as beautiful as Helen of Troy.
But Clarabelle went to Tunis.
No, just as Helen went to Troy.
So shouldn't you have said Helen of Tunis?
What, young man? Has something in the island air boiled your brains?
What are you all arguing about?
Sir, we were talking of our garments and how they are as fresh now as when we first went to Africa to the wedding of your daughter, who is now queen.
And the most gorgeous that ever came there.
Excuse me, except Helen of Troy.
You mean of Tunis?
Oh, of course. Helen of Tunis.
Sir, is my jacket not as fresh now as the first day that I wore it? I mean, more or less.
You cram these words into my ears until I'm sick of hearing them.
Well,
I should have never held the wedding there. We left Tunis and now my son is lost, and to me at least, my daughter is too. She lives so far from Italy I may never set eyes on her again. My son, heir to Naples and Milan. What strange fish has made its meal of you?
sir, he may still be alive. I saw him thrash the billows under him and ride upon their backs. He kept his head above the contentious waves and used his strong arms to row towards the shore with powerful strokes. I have no doubt that he reached land alive.
No, he's gone.
We have lost your son. I fear forever. Thanks to this enterprise, Milan and Naples have more widows in them than we have men to bring home to comfort them. The fault is all yours.
Oh, my good Lord Sebastian! All true, but lacking some gentleness and sense of when to say it. You rub the sore where you should apply the salve.
Very well.
And very surgical.
Sir, if I were settling this island, if I were to be king here, what would I do?
Avoid being drunk for lack of wine.
In my commonwealth, I would manage all things on the principle of opposites. I would allow no form of commerce. I would appoint no magistrates. Book learning abolished. There would be no use for metal or corn or wine or oil. No working. All men idle, all, and women too, but pure and innocent. No royal privilege.
Except his own as king.
He ends up with a commonwealth that forgets how it began.
I would govern with such perfection, sir. It would surpass the golden age.
God save his majesty.
Long live Gonzalo.
And notice this, sir.
In God's name, no more! All your words mean nothing to me!
Yes, well, I can well believe, Your Highness. I only did it to provide these two with an opportunity to exercise their lungs, which are so sensitive and nimble that most of the time they laugh at nothing.
It was you we laughed at.
Who, in the spirit of this light-hearted badinage, is nothing, and therefore you may laugh at nothing still.
Oh, a crushing retort.
If it had not fallen flat.
Pah! You two gentles are made of strong stuff. You would lift the moon from her orbit if she went more than a month without a change.
Now then, my good lord, don't be angry.
Bad! I assure you, this frivolity will not trouble my peace of mind. Now, if you please, would you laugh me to sleep? I am very weary.
You sleep. We'll laugh.
Look at him. All of a sudden asleep. I wish my eyes, when they close, would shut the thoughts up with them. I find you inclined to do so.
If it please you, sir, do not resist that feeling when it comes over you. It seldom visits sorrow, but when it does, it is a comforter.
My lord, the two of us will guard your person and keep you safe while you take your rest.
Thank you. Amazing. How heavy.
What a strange drowsiness possesses them.
It's something about the climate.
Then why did it not weigh down our eyelids too? I do not feel inclined to sleep.
Nor I. Wide awake, alert. They all fell down together, as if by some agreed-on signal. Dropped, as if by a thunderstroke. Worthy Sebastian.
Oh.
I think I see it.
Oh.
In your face.
Oh.
What you should be. In my mind's eye, I see a crown descending on your head.
What? Are you awake?
Do you not hear me speak? I am being more serious than is my custom. You should be too, which, if you take my advice, will make you 3 times the man you are now.
Well, I am still water.
I'll teach you how to flow.
Do so. I am, by nature, slothful and liable to ebb.
If you only knew how much you cherish that ambition, even as you mock it this way.
If you please, tell me more. The way you fix your gaze on me, your whole expression promises something momentous. Some thought, indeed, you labour mightily to deliver.
Consider, sir. Though this lord of failing memory, this who shall be as little remembered himself when he is laid in the earth, has almost persuaded the king his son is alive.
I have no hope that he's undrowned.
Then tell me, who is next in line to govern Naples?
Clarabelle.
Clarabelle, Queen of Tunis. Clarabelle, she who lives 10 leagues beyond human habitation, she who can get no news from Naples unless the sun were mailman. The man in the moon's too slow. Well, thanks to a stroke of heavenly luck, some of us were spared to perform an act to which what's past is prologue. The future's in our hands, yours and mine, to create.
What stuff is this? What are you saying? It is true. My niece is Queen of Tunis and will inherit Naples. 2 regions. With some space between them.
Space! Every yard of which seems to cry out, stay in Tunis, Clarabelle, and let Sebastian wake up! Suppose this was death that now has seized them. Why? They would be no worse than now they are. There are those who can govern Naples just as well as he who sleeps. I myself could train a parrot to make chat as profound as his. Oh, I wish you saw what I see. What a sleep this would be for your advancement. Do you understand?
I think I do.
And how do you imagine all this connects to your good fortune?
I remember you supplanted your sister, Prospero.
True. And look how well my garments sit on me. Much more snugly than before. My sister's servants used to be my companions. Now they work for me.
But your conscience.
Oh, sir, where lies that? Here lies your brother. No better than the earth he lies upon, if he were that which now he is like, dead, that is, who I, with this obedient steel, 3 inches of it, can put to bed forever.
The case you make, dear friend, shall be my precedent. As you got Milan, I'll come by Naples. Draw your sword. 1 stroke shall free you from the tribute you pay us, and I, King Sebastian, shall love you.
Together then, draw. And when I raise my hand, you do the same and bring it down on Gonzalo.
Oh, but let me ask you. By virtue of her occult power, my master foresees the danger you, her friend, are in. She sends me here to keep you living, or else her project dies.
Now we're ready to head for the pond. Way, hey, roll and go. The boots and our clothes, boys, are all in the pond to be rollicking handy dandy. Oh, heave the heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cable's all stored to be rollicking round and dandy.
Awake! Awake! Then let us do it, this instant.
Now, good angels, preserve the king!
What? Awake! Why the drawn swords? That look on your faces. What frightened you?
What happened?
We were keeping watch over you while you slept, when, just now, we heard a hollow burst of bellowing, like bulls, no, more like lions, sitting on wake you. To me, it sounded terrifying.
I heard nothing.
Oh, it was a noise that would frighten monsters hearing it, or set off an earthquake.
Gonzalo, did you hear this?
Honestly, sir, I heard a humming. And a strange one, too. It woke me up. Yes, in truth, there was a noise. Best we be on our guard, or leave this place. Let us draw our weapons.
Gonzalo, you go in front, lead the way. Let's not give up the search for my poor son.
May the heavens protect him from these fearful beasts. Your son is on this island, sir. I am convinced of it.
We'll follow you.
My master Prospero shall hear what I have done. So, your majesty, go safely on to find your son.
Soon we'll be whooping her out the locks. Way, roll and go. The pretty young girls all come down with their frocks. They'll be rollicking randy dandy, oh. Heave the pole, heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cable's all stored to be rollicking randy dandy, oh.
May all the infections that the sun soaks up from bogs, marshes, puddles fall on Prospero and make every inch of her disease. The demons she commands can hear me, and yet I cannot help but curse. No matter, they'll not jab me, fright me, unless she tells them to. Look! Oh, look! Here comes one of her devils to torment me for bringing in wood too slowly. I'll fall flat. Perhaps they will not notice me.
No shelter here at all against the weather. No bush, no shrub, and another storm brewing. And that same black cloud, that huge one there, looks like a foul bombard that would shed his liquor. And that same cloud cannot help but come down in pailfuls. What have we here? A man? Or a fish? Dead or alive? Fish. It smells like a fish, like not of the freshest herring. Strange. Got legs like a man. Fins like arms. Warm! Amazing! This is no fish, but an islander that has recently been struck by lightning. Wow. Oh dear. Oh dear, here comes the storm again. No, that's yours. My best hope is to creep under his cloak. No other shelter hereabouts. Misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows.
I shall go on to see, and shall I dash home. It's a ghastly tune singing to man's funeral. The sailor, the swabber, the boatswain and I, the gunner and his mate, love more Mary and Marjorie, but none of us cared for Kate. For she had a tongue with a tang, we cried to her sailor, good! She loved not the saber nor tar of the pitch, yet a sailor might scratch her, whereas she did each. And to sea, boys, hang. No, that's a ghastly tune too. But here's my comfort.
No torment, please!
What's going on? This is some kind of four-legged island monster. Oh, devil, did he learn our language? No, I'm not escaped drowning to be terrorized by your four legs. I'll give him some tonica. If I can save his life and keep him tame and get him to Naples with me, he's a gift for any emperor that ever trod on cast leather.
For pity's sake, don't torment me! I'll break my warts out faster!
Aww, he's shaking all over. He's delirious. He shall have a taste from my bottle. If he never had wine before, it will go far towards curing his seizure. Dada, be a good boy. Open your mouth. Here's something to loosen your tongue, beast. Open your mouth.
I should know that voice. It sounds like... No, she is drowned, and these are devils. Save us!
4 legs and 2 voices. What a delightful monster! His front voice is for being nice and talking to his friends, and his rear voice is for curses and insults. If it takes my whole bottle, I'll set him to rights. Come!
Stephanie!
Talking to me, other voice. No, God help me. No, this is not a devil. This is not a monster. It's a devil. No, I'm gone.
Stephanie! If you are Stephanie, touch me! Speak to me! It's Trinculo! Don't be afraid! Your good friend, Trinculo!
Well, if you're Trinculo, then come out of there.
I'm not sure I can. Well, I don't know what...
I'll pull him by the lesser legs. Yeah, if any of these legs are Trinculos, these are the ones.
I don't think that's going to work, you know. I don't... my coccyx.
Darling, you're wet. Right.
It's got this thing off me.
Yeah. And look, That's rather nice, isn't it?
Is that you, Stephanie?
How did you come to be farted out of this freak of nature, huh? Can it poop, Trinculo?
I thought he'd been killed by a thunderbolt. But Stephanie, aren't you drowned? I hope you're not drowned. Are you alive, Stephanie? Oh, Stephanie! 2 Neapolitans escaped!
Oh, God. Don't spin me around.
Oh, sorry, darling.
My stomach's a bit wobbly.
These are glorious beings! let them not be demons. That's a
That's
fine
what it is,
divinity. She brings liquor from heaven. I will kneel to her.
Yeah. Now, swallow the bottle and tell me how you escaped.
What?
I escaped on a barrel of wine.
I'll swear at that bottle to be your faithful subject. The contents are not of this world.
Now, swear how you escaped.
Swam ashore like a duck. I can swim like a duck, absolutely.
Yeah, guess the book. Oh, you might swim like a duck, but you drink like a fish.
Oh, Stephanie, do you have any more of that?
The whole barrel, man. I hit my cellar down ashore. I hit my wine there. Well, freak. How's your shivering?
Did you not descend from heaven?
Oh, straight from the moon? Oh, yeah, I tell you no lie. Once upon a time, I was the man in the moon.
I've seen you up there, and I worship you.
Oh, come, swear to that. Kiss the book. What a delightful little monster. Believe anything, the man in the moon. Oh, good work, monster. Really good work.
I'll show you every fertile inch of the island. I will kiss your foot. Please, be my goddess.
Heavens, don't trust her!
Come on your knees and swear.
I'll die laughing. Look at this puppy brain monster. I can find it in my heart to beat him.
I'll show you the best springs. I'll pick berries for you. I'll fish for you and get you all the wood you want. Damnation, take the tyrant that I serve. I'm done fetching sticks for her. I'll follow you, you wondrous woman.
A most ridiculous monster to make a wonder out of a poor drunkard.
If it please you, let me take you where apples grow. I'll dig up truffles with my long fingernails. I'll bring you to bunches of hazelnuts, and sometimes I'll get you fresh scallops in the rocks. Will you go with me?
Yes, please.
No, I'll lead the way and no more talking. Particular,
Yeah?
the king and all that we sailed with being drowned, we will inherit this place. Hold my bottle, Master Particular. And chop him up again with a fresh supply.
Farewell, master, farewell, farewell.
A howling monster! A drunken monster!
Not one more net I'll cast for fish.
Oh my God,
Not
he's
one
singing.
more log for fire. Not one more pick. No one more dish. I'll scrape to escape my master's ire.
Thanks,
Ban, ban, Calaban. Has any master gets any mad? Freedom, holiday, holiday, freedom, holiday, freedom.
Good work, monster. Lead the way.
Ban, ban, Calaban.
Calaban.
Freedom, holiday, freedom.
Fishing for the whale on the 4th day of August in 1864. Bound for Greenland we set sail. The lookout stood on the cross trees high with a spyglass in his hand. There's a whale, there's a whale, there's a whalefish, he cried. And she blows at every span. The captain stood on the quarter deck, and a sod of a man was he. Overhaul, overhaul. let your dove-tackles fall, and we'll launch them boats to sea. Struck that whale and the lines played out, but she gave a flurry of her tail, and the boat capsized. We lost 7 of our men, and we never caught that whale. Now the losing of 7 fine seamen, it grieved the captain's soul, but the losing of a bloody sperm whale, oh, it grieved him 10 times more. Now Greenland is a horrid place where our fisher lads have to go, where the rose and the lily never bloom in spring. No, there's only ice and snow.
Some sports are painful, and some lift your spirits. Sometimes you have to lower yourself for a higher purpose, and the road to riches often starts in poverty. Oh, this menial task would be as burdensome to me as it is odious, but the mistress I serve, she brings life to what is dead. Oh, she is 10 times more gentle than her mother is crabbed.
No, please, don't work so hard. Me mother's deep in her boots. Please, come on, rest yourself. She's safely out the way for the next 3 hours.
Oh, most noble mistress, the sun will set before I finish what I strive to do.
Please, just rest yourself. Oh, hey, I will carry your logs a while. Come on, give me that.
No, most precious creature. I'd rather crack my sinews, break my back, than watch you demean yourself that way while I sit around, doing nothing.
It would become me as well as it does you. And I would do it much more easily, for my heart is in it and yours, rebels. Oh, you look weary.
Oh, most noble mistress, when you are close, the night becomes a brand new day for me. Now tell me, mostly so I can set it in my prayers, what is your name?
Miranda. Oh, me mother. Well, she told me not to tell him, and I've gone and told him.
Oh, Miranda, she who must be marvelled at, and indeed, most marvellous, worth whatever is most precious in all creation. I have looked at many women.
Oh.
And thought them beautiful.
Great.
But you, oh so perfect you were created out of what's best in all creation.
You know, I do not know another of my sex, save my mother. I remember no woman's face, save that and my own in the mirror. Nor have I seen, actually, anyone I could call a man, except you. Oh, and Caliban. How others are made out there in the world, I have no idea. But I could not wish any companion in the world but you. Nor can I conceive of a being that I would like so much.
Oh, Miranda. From birth I was a prince. In fact, I do believe a king.
But from the moment I saw you, my heart flew to your service, making me a slave to your will. And for your sake, this patient logman.
Do you love me?
Heavens! All earth, crown my words with joy and success. I love, treasure, honour you.
Oh, well then I'm a fool to weep at what I'm glad of.
Tears. Why?
Because I am not worthy. And I dare not offer what I desire to give, much less take what it is that I want so much and will die if I cannot have. Oh, but this is foolery. As the more it seeks to hide itself, the more that it grows large and shows itself. I am your wife, if you'll marry me. If not, I'll die a maid, but be yours forever. And if you tell me that I cannot be your wife, then I shall be your servant, whether you will or no.
No, I serve you. Humbly, always.
So are you my husband then?
Yes, with a heart as willing as a man in prison longing to be free. Here is my hand.
And here is mine. With my whole heart in it. Now, fare ye well, till half an hour from now.
1,000,000.
Go to donut.
All goes well between them. Love, pure and true. May heaven rain down grace upon whatever is born of this. I cannot be as glad as they. To them it is all new. And yet I do rejoice. Nothing could please me more. I'll go to my spells. Much important work to do by summertime.
It's
a little bit tight.
Is there not like an oasis or something where we can get some water? I'm so thirsty.
Snacks?
Like, there's the sea right there.
No.
Can't we just go in there?
Chai?
I'm so sick of lovely wine that I'm gonna chunder. I'm gonna chunder. I really want some water, coffee. I'm gonna die here.
Be quiet! We drink water when the barrel is empty, not a drop before. Sit! Shut up! The maid take! 7 monster! Drink to me!
Servant monster! The idiocy of this island! A population of 5, they say, and we are 3 of them! If the other 2 have as much brain power as we do, the state totters.
For my part, the sea cannot drown me. Before I made landfall, I swam like 35 leagues, off and on. Freak of nature! Once in your life, talk! Let me lick your shoe! I refuse to serve that one! He's not valiant!
You lie! You ignorant monster! Why, you debauched fish, you! No man can be a coward who's drunk as much liquor as I have today.
Did you hear? Are you going to let him make fun of me, my lady?
Lady, he says! Ha! Who knew a freak could be such a simpleton?
Did you hear? He did it again! Go on! Bite it to death!
Chicken! Keep that 7 tongue in your hand. The poor 7 monsters, my subjects, and you will know, no matter laughing so,
But
if I hear you bloody mutiny, the next tree.
I thank my noble lady. If it please you, will you listen one more time to the humble request I made of you?
Damn it, I will.
Yeah.
Kneel and repeat it.
As I told you before, I am subject to a tyrant, a cunning sorceress who has cheated me out of the island.
You lie!
Clown! Oh, you lie, you! Oh, I wish my valiant master would destroy you. I do not lie.
Stickler, see this fest. If you interrupt him one more time, I'll rearrange some of your teeth.
Why? I said nothing!
I keep your trap shut there, no!
This is...
Well, I was saying, she got this island by sorcery. I was the one she got it from. If your greatness will take revenge on her, for I know you dare, but this thing does not.
That is decided. Look at it.
You shall be lady of it, and I'll serve you.
How do I make this happen? Can you take me to this individual?
Yes, my lady. I'll deliver her to you while she's asleep. There, you may knock a nail into her head.
You lie! You cannot!
You lame-brained clown! I humbly beg your greatness, thrash him soundly, and take his bottle from him.
Secret. One more word and I swear I'll kick my better nature out the doors and I'll beat you to pulp.
Why? What did I do?
Didn't you say he lied? You lie! Oh!
I do? Do I? Take that! Oh, like it, then say it again. Say I lied.
I did not say you lied! To hell with your bottle! Are you deaf as well as stupid? Mix wine and drinking, and this is what you've got. And your head, you monster! He can go to hell too!
Now, go on with your story.
Yes.
Stand further off. Do you mind?
Slap him around some more, then after a while, I'll do the same.
Further on!
Now, on with your story.
Well, as I told you, it's her custom every afternoon to sleep. There, you may batter her skull with a log, or skewer her with a sharp stick, or slit her windpipe with your knife. Remember, first get hold of her books. Without them, she's just a muddled-headed fool like me, and not a single demon will do her bidding. Just burn her books. And what you should consider most deeply is the beauty of her daughter. I never saw a woman other than her. And Sycorax, my mother, and Prospero, and you, my lady. But she as far surpasses Sycorax as the greatest of the least.
Is she so finalized?
Oh, yes, lady. She would make your bed a paradise, guaranteed, and produce a fine litter for you. Oh.
Monster, I will kill this woman. Yeah, and her daughter and I can be king and queen of the island. And you and Tricula can be deputy king. Yeah. Do you like the plot, Tricula?
Excellent!
I'm sorry I beat you. The next time, keep a civil tongue in your head.
Within this half hour, she'll be asleep. Will you destroy her then?
Yeah, on my honor.
I will tell my master
No.
of this!
You make me happy. I am full of joy. Let's celebrate. A song. The one you taught me a few minutes ago.
sing it all the way through.
At your request, monster, I will perform. Within reason. Any reason. Come on, Tricky Lamb, let's sing.
Flautum, scoutum, scoutum, flautum, thought is free!
That's not the tune!
What's that? Sounds like our song.
Forgive me my sins!
Mercy upon us! Are you afraid?
No, monster, not I. Nothing to fear. The isle is full of noises, sounds, and sweet airs that give delight and hurt no one. Sometimes 1,000 twangling instruments will hum about my ears, and sometimes voices that, if I have awakened after a long sleep, will make me sleep again. This will be a splendid kingdom for me. I will have music free of charge when Prosper is destroyed, which will be very soon. I've not forgotten what you told me. Now, lead, monster. We'll follow.
Are you coming? Right behind you, Stephanie!
Take it, darling. This way.
Wait for me! Wait for me! Don't leave me! Wait for me!
Jolly southwester, steady she goes. Up jumps the shark with his 9 ropes of teeth. Sinews eat the boys and now eat the beef. And it's windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys. When the wind blows, we're all together, boys. Blow ye winds westerly, blow ye winds blow. Jolly southwester, boys, steady she
My lord, I can go no further. My old bones ache. We're tramping around, lost in this place. Begging your pardon, sir. I must rest.
I cannot blame you, old friend. I am exhausted too. So bone tired I can barely think. Sit down and rest. It's time to give up hope on these peddler of lies. My boy is drowned and we've lost our way looking for him. And the sea mocks our useless search on land. We'll let him go.
This is good. I like that he loses hope. Do not let this one brief setback weaken your resolve. Be firm.
The next chance we get, we will take it. It will be done.
Let it be tonight. They are worn out now from struggling to get this far. They will not... They cannot be as vigilant as when they are fresh.
I say tonight, done.
What is that melody? My good friends, listen.
Sweet music. Marvelous.
Good angels from heaven protect us. Who are those beings?
Flesh and blood puppets. How amusing. Now I will believe unicorns exist.
I'll believe that, and any other fantasy. Fools who sit at home accuse travellers of tall tales, but they're all true.
If I were to inform them of this back in Naples, would they believe me?
Those forms, those gestures, that melody. I cannot express how amazed I am. They spoke no words but such volumes in their silent eloquence.
Save your applause until the show is over.
They disappeared. How did they do that?
Who cares? They left their banquet and we have stomachs. Care to taste the menu?
Not I.
Sir, I assure you, you have no reason to fear. When we were boys, who would have believed that there were creatures inhabiting the mountains with heads growing from their chests? But now, Any traveller will bet his entire fortune that such things exist and that they can bring proof of their existence.
Then I am ready. I will try this food, though it be my last meal. I do not care anymore. To me, the best is past. My brother, my lady the Duke, set to, do as we do.
All you three, each one a sinner, whom destiny working its will in this material realm has caused the insatiable sea to belch up onto this deserted island, where I have made you out of all humanity most unfit to live. Mad, such that even the bravest among you will hang or drown themselves. Fools! Your swords are now too ponderous for you to lift. Now, this is my business with you. Remember how you three from Milan deposed good Prospero and set her and her innocent child adrift at sea? That foul deed the sea itself has avenged. The powers that be waited but did not forget. Alonso! Those powers snatched your boy from you, and through me they pronounced your sentence. Unending perdition. Worse than any speedy death. Unless you find it in your hearts to feel true remorse and live a blameless life hereafter.
Why, in the name of something holy, why these strange stares? You look transfixed.
Oh, it is monstrous, monstrous. I thought the billow spoke and reminded me. The wind sang to me, and the thunder, that deep and dreadful organ pipe, pronounced the name Prospero. It is the bass note of my crimes, the reason my son is bedded in ooze. I will go searching deeper than any plummet has ever sounded until I lie next to him, muttered!
Just 1 beat at a time! I'll fight legions of them at your side!
Why, all three of them are desperate! The enormity of their guilt is like a poison which takes effect long after it is administered, and now it starts to fester in their minds. I will follow them and stop them from doing something that this madness may drive them to.
Ariel, you performed the role of Harvey perfectly. You absorbed my concept of the part, speaking the lines precisely as directed. And you, my supporting cast, good in motion, imaginative and grotesque, each of you. You have done well. My high magic works. My enemies are knotted up in a delusion. They're in my power, and I leave them so. If I have been too harsh in my treatment of you, your compensation makes amends. I have given you 1/3 of my own life, or that for which I live. Once again, I offer her. She is yours. All your tribulations were merely my trials of your love, and you have stood the test manfully. Here in the sight of heaven, I ratify this gift most precious. Oh, do not smile at me when I boast of her, Ferdinand. You will find that she will outstrip all praise and make it limp behind her.
Nothing in heaven and earth could tell me otherwise.
Sit then and talk with her. She's yours. Come! my Ariel. My industrious servant, Ariel.
Yes, here I am.
Ariel, you and your supporting cast performed just now with great success. I must use you again for another illusion like that. Go, bring everyone here. Have them take their places with all speed. We must have a spectacle for this young couple. Some pleasing magic from my repertoire. I promised them. They expect it of me.
This instant?
Yes, in the twinkling of an eye.
Before you can say come and go, breathe twice and say so. I'll come running on tiptoe, playing the parts of joy and woe. Do you love me, master? No?
Dearly, my delicate Ariel. Now do not come on until I get the word.
Of course, I understand.
What? You're talking. Now, my Ariel, bring on some extra players. We must have a full cast of spirits. Enter! On your toes!
Ceres, goddess of all growing things, leave your rich fields and grassy mountains. The queen of the sky, whose watery arch and messenger am I, bids you entertain her grace and play with her.
Welcome, Iris, many-coloured messenger, rich scarf to my proud earth. Why has our queen summoned me here to this smooth lawn of green?
To celebrate a contract of true love and to bestow some gift from heaven above on the blessed couple.
Queen Jupiter, consort of Juno, is here. Let all bow down before her.
How is my bounteous sister? Go with me and bless this couple with prosperity, and give them offspring, such as they. Honors, riches, marriage, blessing, long continuance and increasing. Early joys be brought upon you. Juno sings her blessings on you.
Fertile fields and harvest plenty, barns and haystacks never empty, vines with clustering bunches growing, crops with goodly burdens bowing. Spring come to you at the farthest, in the very end of harvest. Scarcity and want shall shun you. Ceres' blessing is now on you.
A majestic vision, enchanting music, if I may be so bold. Are they spirits? They seem to be.
Yes, spirits whom I have conjured up by means of my secret knowledge to enact my fantasy.
Oh, let me live here forever. A mother possessing such rare gifts, a master of wonders, so wise, makes this place a paradise.
Go! That beast Caliban and his accomplices. I had forgotten their foul conspiracy against my life. The time for their plot is nearly here. Well done! All leave, it's over.
Something is strange. Your mother is distraught, something troubles her deeply.
Not till this day have I seen her so concerned. She's not herself.
My son, you seem alarmed. Be cheerful, sir. Our revels here are ended. These are actors. As I told you just now, we're all spirits. They are melted into the air, into thin air. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, yes, the great globe itself, and all who inherited shall dissolve. And like the baseless fabric of this pageant, faded, leave not a wreck behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made of, and our little lives are rounded with a sleep. Sir, I am vexed. Bear with my weakness. My old brain is troubled. Please do not be alarmed by my infirmity. Go inside. I will I will walk a turn or two to still my beating mind.
We wish you peace.
Come, as quick as thought, Ariel. I thank you.
Yes, here I am.
Spirit, we must prepare to meet with Caliban. Go, bring my ceremonial robes and finery from my house.
I go.
Fate to catch these thieves.
I go.
Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her,
Hang on the
Johnny,
line.
leave her. For the voyage is long and the winds still blow, and there's time for us to leave her.
Devil. A born devil, on whose nature nurture leaves no mark. For the pains I took to care for him, all lost, quite lost. And as his body grows uglier with age, so his mind rots. Oh, I will hound them till they squeal.
Please, tread lightly, so not even a blind mole can hear a footfall. We are near her hut. Monster, your little elf, which you say is a harmless elf, has done little better than players for fools.
Monster, I smell all of horse piss, at which my nose is in great indignation.
And so is mine. If I should take a disliking to you, monster, look out.
You'll be a done-for monster.
Dear master, let me not fall out of favour with you. Be patient, for the prize I'll bring you to shall blot out this slight misfortune. So speak softly. All is hushed as midnight still.
Yeah, but to lose our bottle in that pool
Is not only dishonour and disgrace, but an infinite loss.
To me, that's worse than getting soaked. And this is your harmless elf monster.
I'll get that bottle back, even if I have to dive to the bottom for it. For heaven's sake, my king, be quiet. Look here. See it? This is the door to the hut. Not a sound. Enter and do that good dirty deed that will make this island yours forever. And I, your Caliban, your constant footlicker. Give me your hand, to begin that bloody thought.
King Stefano! Oh, my lady! Oh, your excellency! Look, what a wardrobe is here for you!
Leave it alone, you fool. It's nothing but trash.
Oh, monster! We know what's what. These are not hand-me-downs. Oh, King Stefano!
Take off that robe, Chingulo. That robe is mine, do you hear?
Your grace shall have it.
Drown in your own vomit, fool. What possesses you to drool over such garbage? Leave it alone and do the murder first. If she wakes up, she'll fill our skins from head to toe with horrible cramps, because we can't recognize ourselves.
Be quiet, monster. Okay? Oh, take that jacket off the line and bring it onto my waistline, so long as it's gone to waste.
Do go ahead. We steal because that's our line.
Oh, take a jacket for that, Master Tricula, which shall not go unrewarded so long as I am king of this country.
Come on, monster, be a sticky fingers and make off with what's left.
I want none of it. We'll all be too late and all be turned into barnacles, all raped with horrible low foreheads.
Hands to heart, monster. Help me take this to where we hear my wine, or I'll banish you from my kingdom. Take there.
Yeah, and this.
And
Yeah.
there.
I like it.
Fury! Hey! Fury! There he goes! Spring!
What's that?
Here, there. Time here! Here!
I hate Broker!
Go tell the goblins to grind their guts with hot convulsions, cripple their sinews with the cramps of old age, bruise them with more spots of leopards or mountain cats. They're screaming! Hits and fury, hound them till they drop. My enemies are at my mercy, every one. Soon the time for my work to be at an end will be here. Stay close a little longer. Do as I say. What time of day is it?
6th hour, my lady. The time you said we should conclude our work.
I did say so, when I first raised the Tempest. Tell me, Spirit, how are the king and his followers?
All and confined in one place, as you directed, lady. Prisoners just as you left them. They cannot budge till you release them. All three are in a trance. That's how powerfully our magic works on them. Oh, if you could see them now, your hard heart would grow tender.
Do you think so, Spirit?
Mine would, lady, were I human.
And mine shall. And you, who are nothing but air, sense their afflictions and be moved by them. And shall I, one of their own kind, with feelings just like theirs, able to suffer like them, not be moved to greater kindness than you are? Though their high crimes leave an open wound, yet I will be generous. Take the side of reason against my fury. All too seldom do we choose mercy over vengeance. And since they repent, I in turn will pursue my plan, not a frown further. Go, release them, Ariel. I will break my spell. Restore them to their senses, and they shall be themselves.
I'll fetch them, lady.
You elves of hills, brooks, still lakes and forests, you who leave no footprint in the sand, chasing the ebbing tide and fleeing as it flows back again. You little sprites who love to work by moonlight, sprouting mushrooms overnight. With your assistance, I have dimmed the sun at noontide, called forth the mutinous wind, set raging war between the green sea and the azure vault above. I have ignited dreadful rattling thunder, made the cliff shake down to its rocky base, plucked up the pine and cedar root and branch. I have opened the graves, roused their sleepers, and let them out. But here, I renounce this rough magic. And when I have called forth some sublime music, which now I do, to work its charms upon their senses, I will break my staff, bury it certain fathoms in the earth, and far out of sight in the darkest ocean depths I will drown my book. Let solemn music, the best comforter for a mind unsettled, cure your brains, now useless, boiled within your skulls. You are spell-struck. Not one of them looks at me, or would know me if they did. Saintly Gonzalo, honorable man, I will pay you back in full, in word and deed, for your kindness. Alonso, you used me and my daughter most cruelly. Your brother was your accomplice in that, and for that, Sebastian, you are tortured now. My own flesh and blood, my sister, Antonia, you fell in love with power, banished remorse and human feeling. And with Sebastian, whose inner torment is ever now the most intense, you would have killed your king just now. I forgive you. I do. Cold-hearted though you are. The spell dissolves apace, and as the morning steals upon the night, melting the darkness, their minds begin to clear. Go, Ariel, fetch me my coat from inside. will appear to them as I was before. Duke of Milan.
Heave oh, heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchors on board and the cables are stowed to be rollicking randy-dandy oh.
My dainty Ariel, shall miss you. All the same, you shall have freedom. So, go to the king's ship. Wake the captain and bring the boatswain back here. And quickly, Spirit, please.
I drink the air before me and will return before your pulse beats twice.
Now all torment, trouble, wonder, and amazement inhabits here. May some heavenly power guide us from this fearful country.
Look at me, Sir King. Behold your victim, Prospero, Duke of Milan. I am alive. I am a prince, and I am talking to you. What more proof? Let me embrace your person. A hearty welcome to you and your companions.
You may be her, you may not. You may be some trifling illusion like many others here, I cannot tell. Your pulse beats, you seem flesh and blood, and the moment I laid eyes on you, I felt a sense of healing calm. If it is true, it is the most strange story. I resign the dukedom. It is yours, and I beg you pardon me of my crimes. But tell me, how can Prospero be living and be here?
First, noble friend, let me hold you. Those old bones. There are no words for your infinite goodness.
On the one hand, this may be true. On the other, it may not. I cannot tell.
This island has unusual properties that alter your perception of reality. You are still feeling their effects. Welcome, friends, both of you. As for you, my brace of lords, I could, were I so minded, direct the king's frown at you and condemn you both as traitors. For now, I will tell no tales.
The devil speaks in her.
No! As for you, you wretch, who merely to call sister would infect my mouth. I forgive your vilest fault. All your faults. And I require my dukedom back, which you have no choice but to restore to me.
If you are Prospero, then tell us exactly how you survived and how you have met us here when just 3 hours ago we were castaways on this shore and I lost. Oh, it is agonizing to think of it. My dear son Ferdinand.
I am deeply sorry, sir.
It is a loss beyond repair. Patience says she has no cure for it.
No, I think rather you have not sought her help. Her soft grace is a sovereign remedy, which consoles me for a like loss.
You? A loss like mine?
Not long ago, and to me as great, a dear one, whose loss I can far less easily bear than you, for unlike you, I have no one to comfort me. I have lost my daughter.
A daughter? Heaven, if only both could be king and queen in Naples. If such were to come to pass, I'd have myself muddied in the bed of ooze where my son lies. When did you lose your daughter?
In this recent tempest. But no more of this for now. Welcome, sir. This little dwelling is my court. Here I have few attendants and my subjects are non-existent, but please, look inside. Since you have restored my dukedom to me, I will reward you with as good a thing. A marvel, as welcome to you as my dukedom is to me.
Checkmate!
You cheated!
My dearest love, I would not.
not for the world.
You would, for a few kingdoms, but I would still call it fair play.
If this proves to be an illusion like many others here, I will have lost one dear son twice.
Though the seas threaten the unmerciful, I have scorned them without cause.
With all the blessings of a glad father be upon you, rise and tell me, how have you come here?
Oh, how wonderful! And how many lovely creatures are here! Oh, brave new world that has such people in it!
'Tis new to thee.
And who is this young woman you have played against? You could not have known each other for longer than 3 hours. Is she the goddess that parted us and then brought us back together like this?
Sir, she is mortal, and thanks to a mortal providence, she is mine. When I needed advice from my father, nor thought I had one, I chose her. She is the daughter of the famous Duke of Milan. I have often heard her spoken of, but never seen her until now. She has given me a second life, and thanks to this lady, a second mother.
And I am her second father. I know how oddly it will sound of me to ask for the forgiveness of my own child.
Sir, stop there. Let us not burden our memories with sad thoughts of events long past.
I should have spoken before now,
Oh, God.
but could only shed tears. Was the Duke thrust from her dukedom so that her descendants could become kings of Naples? Oh! Rejoice! Rejoice as you never have done before! In a single voyage, Clarabelle found a husband in Tunis, Ferdinand her brother, a wife where he himself was lost. Prospero found her dukedom on this poor island, and all of us found ourselves when no man was his own.
I say amen, Gonzalo. Give me your hands. And let grief and sorrow shroud the hearts of anyone who does not wish you joy.
Oh, be it so! Look, sir! Look! Here comes more of us! Well, how now, Mr. Foulmouth? Lost your tongue on land? What news?
The best news is we found our king and all our passengers, and everyone is safe. The next our ship, which only 3 hours ago we were sure was stove in, is watertight, battened down and fully rigged, as good as when we first put out to sea. Lady, I did all that for you since I left.
Oh, my tricksy spirit.
These events defy the laws of nature. Things grow from strange to stranger still. Tell me, how have you come here?
If I were wide awake, sir, I would strive to tell you. We were dead to the world. How come? I don't know. Then just a little while ago, we were awoken by all kinds of strange noises. Howling, shrieking, roaring, jingling chains. And then, suddenly, we were free. So there we were, our gear all spick and span, looking at our ship, our royal, good, gallant ship, our captain doing a jig at the sight of her. And then, as if in a dream, in the blink of an eye, I was separated from the others, if you please. I'm brought here. What's going on? I have no idea.
Was it well done? Perfectly, my diligence. You shall be free.
This has been a trip through the strangest labyrinths. We need some oracle to explain it to us.
Eric, free Caliban and his friends. Untie the spell. Sir, do not tie yourself in knots trying to solve the mysteries of what have happened here. Some of your company are still missing. Some odd ones you have forgotten about.
I've had enough of this place. Look, let every man look out for every other man. Let no man look out for himself, because everything is the roll of the dice. Caraccio, good monster, Caraccio!
If what I spy with my little eye is real, here's a wondrous sight!
By the God my mother worshipped! These are splendid beings! Yes, they are! And my master? How fine she is!
I'm afraid she will chastise me.
What are these things? Are they for sale?
Probably. One of them is plainly a fish and no doubt marketable.
Look at these. Examine their uniforms, my lords. Tell me if they belong to you. These three have robbed me, and this demi-devil, half-human, plotted with them to take my life. These two you must recognize and own. This thing of darkness, I acknowledge mine. I shall be pinched to death.
Isn't this Stefano, my drunken butler? And Trinculo, reeling, fried. How did you get into this pickle?
I've been in this exact pickle since I saw you last. I fear I'll never sweat it out. I'll be safe from rotting, no flies on me.
Hey, how goes it, Stefano?
No, don't touch me. I'm not Stefano. I'm one big cramp.
And you were to be king of the island.
I would have been a real headache then.
Out of my sight! And put back your trappings where you found them!
Or stole them, rather.
Daddy, this way.
Wait for me, Stefano.
And this one. How extraordinary. I've never seen anything like it.
He is as deformed in his ways as he is in his shape. Get inside, sir. Take your friends with you. And if you want to earn my pardon, make it sparkle.
That I will, madam. Yes, madam. And I'll be careful in future to search for grace.
Yes, get off with you. Sir, I invite your highness and all your companions into my poor abode, where you shall spend this one night. Tomorrow I will bring you to your ship, and so to Naples, where I hope to see the marriage of these two so dearly beloved solemnized. After which I will make my way to Milan, where every third thought shall be of my grave. Please, go inside. Ariel, my little bird, their safe return is now your task. After that, be free. Into the air. Farewell. Now my spells are all dispelled. Any strength that I once held, mine alone and without force. Therefore I have no recourse but to appeal to you. Be kind. Let me not be here confined on this bare island. Set me free. Send me home to Italy. Shouts and cheers shall be the breeze to fill my sails, so help me, please. Put your hands together now, and I will thank you with this bar.
Home's a thing that we all dream of. Heave away, haul away, a land of graft and strength and love. Heave away for home. Home's a place where the fires burn bright. Heave away, haul away, ships and glass made day and night. Heave away for home. We're the sons of earth, we're the daughters of the King. We're the ones who call this place our home, this land of sun and sea. Now our home is changing fast. Heave away, haul away, steel and concrete built to last. Heave
our way for home. What will be in the days ahead? Heave away, haul away, those distant shores are ours to tread. Heave away for home. We're the sons of earth, we're the daughters of the King. We're the ones who call this place our home, this land of sun and sea. So sail away on the next high tide. Heave away, haul away, step the past to starboard side. Heave away for home. We're the sons of earth, we're the daughters of the King. We're the ones who call this place our home, this land of sun and sea. Hey! We're the sons of earth, we're the daughters of the King. We're the ones who call this place our home, this land of sun and sea.
A poor old man came riding by,
And we say so, and we know so.
Oh, a poor old man came riding by.
Oh, poor old man.
Says I, old man, your horse will die.
And we say so, and we know so.
And if he dies, we'll tan his hide.
Oh, poor old man.
And if we don't, we'll ride him again.
And we say so, and we know so.
And I'll ride him till the Lord knows when.
Oh, poor old man.
It is definitely
And we say so, and we know so. And he won't come up worrying us no more. Oh, poor old man. And we say so, and we know so.
and the iron of his shoes to make deck nails.
Oh, poor old man. Drop him down with a long, long rope. And we say so, and we know so. Where the sharks will have his body and the devil takes his soul. Oh, poor old man.
Thank you so much for joining us here this evening on a beautifully sunny night at Roker. It's been lovely to have you with us. This is the moment we always take to say thank you to the people that make this possible, to Play on Shakespeare, to the Barber Foundation who fund our bursary supported trainee placements, and this year, for the first time ever, to Arts Council England. That said, you will notice I'm still stood in front of you with the orange bucket of legend. So this is the point where we ask you to, if you wouldn't mind, bobbing your hand in your pocket, finding some change, folding it up. And if you can, just leaving us with a little donation, and that donation will help us keep doing the work that we do year round and make sure that these shows continue to happen. It really is wonderful to have you with us. This is the last night of our summer season of 2023. I know, right? We're sad too. But if you could finish it off by popping a little something in the bucket, that would be great. And don't worry if you can't. We know some people have donated when they booked their tickets. We know some people aren't in a position to, and that's absolutely fine. But if you're one of those people that came without cash and is now feeling really guilty, don't worry, we take card. Thank you so much. This is Theatre Space over and out for this year.